Welcome back, everyone. We're always checking out the AI Agent Store website, for the latest tools. And today, yeah, we found something really interesting that feels like a step into the future of, well, creating with AI.
That's right. We're looking at Google Opal today. It's an experimental thing coming out of Google Labs. It's a no-code platform. And the whole idea is to let you build and share these little AI mini applications just using, well, natural language. So our goal today is really to unpack how this platform might, remove some of those big barriers to creating AI tools, make
Yeah.
it more accessible.
Okay, so making AI app creation as simple as just talking, that sounds like a big claim. The info we looked at says Opal is for like a whole range of people, creators, business
Yeah.
folks, developers, even just productivity fans. So when you say no code here, what does that really mean? How does it actually work for someone who's maybe never coded?
Right. Well, no code with Opal is interesting because it's not just drag and drop. It's really about changing how you think about it.
Hmm.
It means the platform takes your plain English instructions, like what you want the app to do, and turns that directly into a functional AI mini app. You could say something like, I need an app to summarize my meeting notes and draft an email.
Hmm.
And Opal, using these advanced Gemini models, kind of translates that. It builds it for you.
Okay.
It's almost like having a developer who just understands plain English. It gives you a really smooth way into what they call agentic app creation.
Agentic app creation. Okay, what does that term imply exactly? Is that different from just standard automation?
Yeah, it is. It's more than just simple automation. Agentic apps are designed to be more like intelligent agents. They can understand more complex goals, maybe make some decisions on their own, handle multi-step tasks for you. They're apps that can sort of think and act rather than just waiting for you to click every single button.
Gotcha.
And for anyone wanting to try it, it's in a public beta in the US right now. And importantly, it's free to use.
Free. Okay, that's huge for accessibility, right? Opens it up quite a bit. But looking at the details, there's this specific mention of an autonomy level, 45%. That sounds quite specific. What does that moderate level of autonomy actually mean when you're trying to build something with it?
Well, that 45% seems to be about striking a balance. Opal automates a lot of the background work, the scaffolding of the app's logic, but it keeps you in control. You provide the high-level direction and oversight.
Mm-hmm.
So the AI is more like a powerful assistant, a co-pilot, rather than a black box you can't see inside. You still have creative control. And it uses AI models like Gemini Flash for some of the heavier tasks like research or summarizing things. Plus, you see previews in real time as you build.
Right, so you're still guiding it, but it handles the repetitive stuff. That makes sense. So what does this enable? What are the key things you can do with Opal?
Exactly. So first big thing is rapid prototyping. You can mock up AI mini apps really fast without needing to code. There's also this visual workflow editor. It's graphical, lets you use simple instructions to design the app's logic. You can actually see the steps, move them around, tweak things easily.
Okay, visual, that helps.
Yeah. And you can remix starter templates too. So you don't
Yeah.
always have to start from scratch, which is great. And then once you've built your mini app, sharing seems pretty straightforward, apparently right through Google accounts. Makes collaboration easier.
Simple sharing, okay.
One thing to note, though, is that it is a closed source platform. So you're building within Google's environment. Stable, but maybe less flexibility than coding from the ground up.
Right. Okay. So let's bring this back to the listener. Someone who wants to learn fast, maybe build something useful that seemed out of reach before. How does a tool like Opal actually help simplify complicated stuff? Can it really let you become an app creator quickly? Is there still a learning curve?
It really comes down to empowerment. And the community feedback we've seen points to that. People seem excited about how accessible it makes things for non-technical users. We saw mentions of like small business owners building a simple tool in just an afternoon, or creators automating research, stuff that used to take way longer or need outside help. The speed and simplicity are definitely key takeaways. The main learning curve really seems to be about thinking logically, breaking down what you want into steps the AI can follow. But the visual editor helps a lot with that, apparently.
Okay.
Of course, for really complex, specialized, super integrated systems, traditional coding probably still holds the advantage.
Makes sense. So wrapping up, Google Opal sounds like a really potent experimental tool. It's democratizing AI app creation, making it reachable without coding skills. Pretty fascinating.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with a question maybe for you to think about. With tools like Opal popping up, how might our whole definition of an app developer change? Could the future see more problem solvers, not just traditional coders, designing these AI solutions for everyday life or work?
That's a really interesting thought to end on. You can definitely explore more tools like this one over at AIAgentstore.ai. Thanks for tuning in, and we always appreciate you rating the show.